Hello and welcome back to Frogboy X1 Gaming. I'm Andrew and today we are doing a video, the first ever Xbox Series X or Xbox Series S versus Nintendo Switch. Which one should you buy? They're both the same price. Which one should you invest your hard-earned money in? So this is a newer game. This is Pokemon Arceus on the Nintendo Switch. We're just kind of taking a look at this just so we can kind of look at, visuals. So, Nintendo Switch does not have any kind of HDR. It does not support, it doesn't support HDR. You don't get 120 hertz support. You get 30 frames a second on almost everything you buy. So this game is 30 frames a second. This is an open world. This is your draw distance out here. Now, I will have some Xbox Series X or Xbox Series S footage running right next to this with an open world game. I'll probably end up using Assassin's Creed Valhalla just because I love Assassin's Creed Valhalla. But that one there will really, really show you just how drastic the visuals can get. Now, yeah, you would give up games like this and Mario and Zelda and other games if you went with the Xbox Series S. Now, but if you get Series S and a Game Pass subscription, I don't think your backlog will be so big. I don't think you're going to care if you get to play games that look like this ever again. I think you'll be just fine and you'll save a ton of money because this game right here, $60. Now, I can tell you right now that this game has gotten an update. This does look better than what it did when it first launched. This actually looks a lot cleaner. Now, I am playing this on my 1440p monitor, so I mean it does look pretty good now. This actually does look a lot better than what it did. You're definitely getting some more I think the vegetation's still the same. You're still getting some pop in. You see that rock? Watch. Bing, boom. Yeah, like popping, like whole freaking rocks. From this far away, you're getting your pop in. So, I mean that's kind of interesting to me. If you ask me, you're gonna pay $300 for this thing. So what? You can take it with you. So you can take it with you on a trip. Well, if you've got Game Pass Ultimate, then you can stream those games right to your phone and play them just the same as you would be able to play this. Now, this is a pretty decent sized world, if I'm correct. Looks pretty good for the most part. Now, this does actually look a lot better than what it was when I first was playing it. This does look good, but you are still getting that pop in, like things just popping in right when you want. Like I'm really not trying to say that the Switch is a bad system or anything, but it's a bad system. They need to update this thing. $300 for this is still that after the Xbox Series S coming out, like that is robbery. This thing should be $99. $99. I don't feel like this console is worth the $300 price tag anymore. Now that we have the Xbox Series S, this just seems a little bit extreme to want that just seems a little bit extreme, to be completely honest with you. I mean, look at the mountains out in the background. Those all are just they're just like one color. There's no shading or nothing to them. They look pretty bland. Everything close to the character, look at the textures on here, like the flat textures, like the way the grass looks. I mean, you get no dirt texture whatsoever. That just looks like blurry. I mean, this looks pretty dated. The visuals on here look pretty dated. I mean, these trees right here, don't get me wrong, these look pretty cool. But you get close to them and look at that. Look at the quality of that tree. It looks like it. Yeah, I mean, this isn't even PlayStation 4 quality. You know what I mean? Like, you're not even getting last gen's base model quality of even the Xbox One. For $300, you're going to pay for that. Like, gosh, look at that popping. That's pretty poppy. I mean, I decided to use this game because this is actually the newest game I have on the Nintendo Switch. We do have like some Mario and a bunch of other things like that. Maybe if I make another video like this, I'll use a different game. And this is the newest one we got, and this is an open world game. So I felt this would be the best to compare it to a game like Assassin's Creed that has a big open world running on Xbox Series S hardware. So we'll go ahead and do that. I'll have that running right next to this as we're and I'll just be doing like what I'm doing right now, just walking around as we talk. I just want you to understand, like, if you buy the Nintendo Switch, just like with the PlayStation 5, you are going to pay a premium for first party content. You are going to you're going to pay a premium for your content. It does feel a little bit expensive now after the Series S comes out for this type of a console. The Xbox Series S has the Xbox Series S has more power. You get Dolby Vision support. You get 1440p, 60 frames a second, 120 frames a second. And you can get all of that just by buying a monitor with that. So it's not like you don't need to go out and buy like this big old expensive TV for your kids or anything. Like, you can just buy them a 1440p monitor, and they'll have access to everything except for the Dolby Vision. Just make sure you look and see what you got. I bought a monitor for mine, and it was $400, and it actually looks. I mean, it makes the Switch games look a lot better too, as well, because 1080p, going from 1440p to 1080p is really not that bad. See, I mean, you can't climb the whole mountain. Like, that's it. There you go. Oh no, look at all the fog. The fog just rolls in really thick. You can't see nothing. It's just like, nope, we're going to go ahead and get rid of half the game for you. I was like, wow, that's pretty terrible. So, like I said, you get with Xbox Series S, you are getting a much better deal. You're getting access to hundreds of games for $15 a month. If you sign up for the Game Pass Ultimate subscription, you can download or just stream those games straight to your phone. You can stream them straight to your console. You don't even have to download them. And then all the stuff that you get with that console is much better than the price that you're going to pay for a Nintendo Switch. Like this, actually the Nintendo Switch OLED is $50 more than the Xbox Series S. So, in closing, my feelings are, I feel like the Xbox Series S is going to give you way more bang for your buck, as well as entertain your kids just as good as this thing's going to do. Yeah, I mean, I feel like you kind of want your kids to grow up a little bit more, and Nintendo really does ask a premium for its old games. Like this right here is pretty rudimentary, like pretty freaking, like this is pretty basic. For $60 now, like this is pretty basic, and your kids are like, oh, I need the new Pokemon. And then they put another 2 Pokemons out, and they charge you another $60 each for, like, what was it, Pokemon Sword and Shield, and literally the only difference is they have different Pokemons in them, like a couple different Pokemons. I'm like, really, you couldn't put all those Pokemons in one game? Or the Mario games. Like, don't get me wrong, man, I love Mario, I love Nintendo. I think that, you know, their games are pretty great, but just the way, like, this just looks so old. So old, and this game is brand new. It came out a couple months ago. This game is brand new, and it looks so old. Like the technology powering it is just so old, but it's got Pokemons in it, so you're gonna pay a premium for little Pokemons. Like, that's what it is. Like, the geometry of these rocks and stuff, it just looks a little bit dated. So if you like this content, don't forget to like and subscribe. I do a lot of Xbox Series S videos, a lot of Xbox videos on this channel. Just trying to do something to show you, you know, the difference between what you're getting and what you pay for and what you actually get with that money. And yes, I understand that visuals don't matter, but performance and all of that stuff, the price that you're paying for that Series S is literally literally going to power your kids through this whole generation, and it's so much cheaper than buying every single one of these Pokemon games every time they come out. There are plenty of kid games to play on the Series S as well. So, like I said, if you like this content, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.